Make the ground shake.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 5, Day 2 of the SSBL. This is Chicken Sandwich coming from you live, and into game number 1 we go. We've got High Rollers, we've got Stingers, and the Battle of... I instantly forgot the name of this stadium. Red Rock, there it is. Battle of Red Rock.
Now battle.
Stingers, the home team in this one. Robin Ryan on the mound. First chance we'll get to see him post-update. This is game number 4 for both teams. High Rollers coming in at 2-2. Stingers coming in as the last winless team in the league at 0-4, looking to potentially change that around with their franchise player taking the mound. This one's high up in the air and center. Under that is that Butler, Squash Pixel in center. And that's caught for out number 2. Here's Max Range. Last chance for the High Rollers here, top first. It's fouled off to get a 1-1 count. This one's popped up over first base side in foul territory. But Dank Highgrass is there for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Robin Ryan. And the Stingers will come up to bat.
Now battle, the second baseman, number 21.
I forgot to say we were live. Let me fix that. That's grounded to blind ollie. In time at first for out number 1.
Now battle, the shortstop, number 20.
This one's hit hard, and that's through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit for the Stingers. 1 on, 1 out here.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Whoa.
Number 2.
Oh boy, we've got some trades going on in the Discord right now. This one's hit deep to center. It's carrying, and it's over the wall! Home run, Stingers! 410 feet to dead center field. Is that Matthew Kennedy? Well, whoever it was, he puts the Stingers up 2-0. Let me check the Stingers roster. I think that's Matthew Kennedy. 1, 2, 3. It is Matthew Kennedy with the early shot to put the Stingers on top. Dub Mars on the mound, tense now after that 2-run shot. And a full count to Dank Highgrass. This one's popped up into right. Kent Strudley's going to be under it. And it's caught that for out number 2.
Now batting,
Brings up Ramon Taylor.
designated hitter, number 99.
That screwball misses wide. That one finds the zone. That curveball misses low. It's 3-1. This is fouled off by Taylor, and it's full count now. And he lets strike 3 go by him. The 2-run shot by Matthew Kennedy puts the Stingers up early, 2-0 as we head into the second inning. 4, 5, 6 do it for the High Rollers.
Number 40.
Quick 2-2 count. This one's hit to Phelps at third, and she's able to recover in time to get it to first for out number 1.
The designated hitter, number 4.
And this one's hit into the gap. That one's carrying at the wall, and it's gone! Becky Foe ties it up with a 2-run shot of herself into center field. 4-26, and it's a 2-2 ball game.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
Oh, excuse me, 2-1. The other runner didn't reach. I'm paying attention. So 2-1, Stingers maintain the lead. Full count here to Vic Turnpike. He fouls one off. We'll see another pitch. And this one's lofted to Dank Highgrass, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, number 57.
This one's a slow roller over to Phelps. He scoops up and gets it to first in time for out number 3. So the solo shot by Foe makes it a 2-1 ball game heading into the bottom of the second. 6, 7, 8 do it for the Stingers. Tyrone Butler.
Left fielder, number 13.
So what trades going on? Can't leave us hanging. Well, none of them have been confirmed yet. One of them has, but I need to make sure. We're still waiting because it was going to overload one roster and they put it in to drop, and I need to make sure all that gets put in correctly. And then one of them just came through. We need to send out the, I guess they both send it, both sides send in the confirmation so we could just push it through off of that. That's what we usually do. Okay, I'll tell you the big one since both sides are in on it. Let me make sure. Okay, they're in. And they're in. Okay, so Skulls of Rock and Lumberjacks. Skulls of Rock are going to receive the Lumberjacks Season 7 second round and Season 8 first round, along with Nick's Grayweather and Daquan Smith for Denver Brainstorm and Yellow or Green. So Lumberjacks getting that pitching that they wanted, and Denver Brainstorm. They do say goodbye to Daquan Smith, who had won his third ring with the Lumberjacks back in Season 4, and getting rid of Nick Grayweather, who's been a bit of a thorn in that bullpen so far this season.
Now batting, the right
So
fielder,
Skulls get a couple of
number
picks.
10.
They had been low on picks. I'm not sure if they had any picks in these next two drafts, actually, so get a couple. And then Lumberjacks down to 1 this season. I think they only have their 3rd round left. And then, let me see here, confirm. And then the Unicorns had sent it in.
Now
So
batting,
the other
center
trade
fielder, number
is
27.
the wrong fielders are going to trade Pete Nokia and Jocinda Smith to the Unicorns for
Now batting,
the
left
Skull
fielder,
Season 7
number
second round
25.
and the Knights Season 8 second round. And the Corns will have to drop someone, and they will drop Marlon Stanky off the roster into free agency
Now batting,
to make room for the newly acquired
number 21.
Nokia. Brings us into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dub Mars back to neutral. This one is going to be blooped into right. That's going to be a leadoff base hit for the Stingers here to start the home half of the 3rd.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
Ace to Salsa, 1 for 1 so far today. Slaps that one foul. Takes strike 2. Checks his swing there, and the count evens up at 2 apiece. Full count now. Good at bat by DeSalsa here. But swings and misses that one, and that's going to be 1 away.
Now batting,
Here's Matthew Kennedy, the home run hitter.
number
Put the Stingers up early in this one, has a chance to extend that lead here. He's got a 1-1 count. Strike him out, throw him out, and that's going to end the 3rd inning. To the 4th we go. Wooly, Range, and Ollie do up.
Now batting,
Um,
the second baseman, number 3.
I don't know if that, I mean, Josh iterated to use one of the lineups that didn't have Brainstorm in it, so I'm going to hold off on making the trade tonight and then making the trade after I go offline and make sure. And that's a strikeout for
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
Robin Ryan. My brain is trying to analyze 3 or 4 different inputs here. No, I'll just leave it as the rosters are now, and then we'll flip them on over later on. Nice catch by Dank
Now
Highgrass,
batting,
puts 2
the
down
third
here.
baseman, number 40.
Robin Ryan so far has only let up that solo shot to Becky Foe through 3 2/3. Has an 0-2 count here on Blind Ollie. Doesn't quite get the call on the elevated fastball. And a swing and a miss, and Blind Ollie strikes out swinging. Bottom to the 4th we go. It's Highgrass, Taylor, and Butler do up. I'm going to be honest, DDC, when you gave me the hint earlier in the day, you said it was named after a city. I was, for whatever reason, laser focused on Dallas, Texas. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I wonder how that's going to work. And then you said, check the trade block. I'm like, oh, I see that you want pitching, but I don't see anything else. And my brain refused to realize Denver Brainstorm for whatever reason. But yeah, that's a pretty hefty trade.
The designated
Hopefully Denver
hitter,
Brainstorm gets off to a better start as a Lumberjack. So far sitting, I think he only has 1 hit. I think he's like 1 for 18 or something. We talked about it on Rigged. He has not had a great start to the season so far. And that's a swing and a miss, and that's 1 away. Strikeout for Mars.
The left fielder, number 13.
Here's Tyrone Butler with a runner on. He's one for one, but hits this one right back to Mars. In time at second for one, and in time at first for the Dragon Special. Back-to-back Dragon Specials ends the last 2 innings for the Stingers. We go top 5. Here's Becky Foe, the lone bit of offense for the High Rollers in this one so far. This one's hit hard. Peace Phelps with a diving stop, one away.
Batting, the shortstop, number 20.
This one's hard hit, but into stands. This one's a soft blooper, but Botley able to range over in time to get that for out number 2.
The catcher,
Brings up Arcane Uptown.
57.
Robin Ryan locked in here. This one's popped up into foul territory. Dank Highgrass and Matthew Kennedy corral on it, and Kennedy is catching it for out number 3. Bottom 5 we go. It remains a 2-1 ball game. Bottom third of the lineup do it for the Stingers. Looking to get a little bit of insurance here. Back up Robin Ryan a bit, who's throwing an excellent game so far. Mars hasn't really gotten into too much trouble since that 2-run home run. It's only given up 4 hits so far on the day.
Now batting, the catcher, number 3.
4 hits, a walk, 2 earned. Has a strikeout or 2, I believe, through 4 1/3. Pitch count's in a decent level. Here's Penelope Garcia. And Garcia hits this one down, and then it's not going to get by Piston Oman. Good play by Oman to cut that off and preventing extra bases. So 1 out single for Garcia brings up Peace Phelps. Number 9 hitter playing third base. 0 for 1 so far today. Strike 2 called on the slider. Swinging on that one, and that one's through the infield. That's a base hit for Peace Phelps. Mars couldn't corral it, and Wally Woolley could not make the sliding stop. And both runners are safe, so 1 out, 2 on here for the top of the order. Benjamin Botley, just missed the chalk there. And that one's foul. That one's behind into the stands, and it's an 0-2 count to Botley. It's a slow roller. Mars is up with it. In time at second for 1. Throw not in time at first, so only the 1 out at second. Runners at the corners now. 2 out here for Ace de Salsa. See if the Stingers can capitalize here. That's going to be up the middle, and Ace de Salsa has himself an RBI single. Runner's going to head for third. Oh, he ran back in time. That's actually a smart decision. He was going to get gunned in a half. And here's Matthew Kennedy. 2 on, 2 out. Lots of speed on the bases. This one's hit hard. Blind Dolly can't handle it. It's off his glove and it rolls into left. A run's going to come home to score, and it's going to be 4-1 Stingers.
Now batting, the first baseman. Now pitching.
At Dub Mars' day is done. In comes Tipsy. Mars goes 4 1/3, gives up 4 earned. A bit of hard luck for him. His defense just missed a couple plays that could have extended his outing. Here's Dank Highgrass, lifted one high, and not going to quite get into the stands. Blind Ollie makes the catch in foul territory right up against the wall. But the Stingers put up 2 more, make it a 4-1 ball game heading into the 6th inning.
The right fielder, number 10.
Here comes Kent Strudley, 0 for 1 so far. This one's hard hit, but right to DeSalsa at short. In time at first for out number 1.
Now batting, the center
Brings up
fielder,
Piston Oman.
number 27.
He takes a first pitch strike on the screwball. That curveball is going to get hit into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Piston Oman's got himself at least a double. He's got speed to maybe make this a triple, but he's going to think better of it. Stay at second. 1 out double here for the High Rollers.
The left
Brings up the top of the order, Alex Longstop. Has had quite the career resurgent here as a High Roller ever since that Season 4 trade was made, sending Harry Shelton from the High Rollers to the Ball Players. He's been instrumental the last couple of seasons here. Runners go into third, and not in time. Runner is safe. Runner 90 feet away, but strike three, swing and a miss. Alex Longstop is retired for the third time today.
The second baseman.
Brings up Wally
number
Woolley.
3.
2 out, runner at third. A chance for the High Rollers to cut into this lead. Robin Lyon still locked in, only giving up 2 hits so far today. 3 strikeouts. This one's popped high into left field. This should end the inning. And Tyrone Butler's got that for out number 3. High Rollers threatened but can't get anyone across. It remains 4-1 as we head into the home half of the 6th. 5, 6, 7 do it for the Stingers.
The designated hitter, number 99.
And Taylor gets this one by Wally Woolley and has himself a leadoff single. Woolley needs to be about a couple inches taller. He's had some just scoot across the top of his glove. Just can't quite get there in time. Up comes Tyrone Butler. He's 1 for 2 today, but has fallen behind 0-2 here to Tipsy. This one's popped up into center field. Piston Oldman is there and has that for out number 1. Yeah, it would be really interesting, like another bit of dynamic, make it more dynamic for heights. Would be really interesting. Wally Woolley grounded to, and that's another doubles play. I think that's the 3rd Dragon special the Stingers have grounded into
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
in this game, but they do hold the lead 4-1 here into the 7th inning. Max Range slaps that one straight to high grass, and he'll take it himself to first for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
Here's Blind Dolly, 0 for 2. Three 3-0 count to Ollie. Swung at that one, fouls it off. That's going to be a walk. First walk issued by Ryan tonight, which brings up Becky Foe.
Number 4.
She has the home run off of Ryan so far in this one, and hits this one, and that's by the glove of Dink Highgrass. And now High Rollers now have 2 aboard here to top the 7th.
Now batting, the shortstop.
We're one swing baseball here. Vic Turnpike could make this a brand new ball game with 1 swing of the bat. He's sitting at 0 for 2 so far. Called strike on the curveball, makes it a 1-1 count. That one's in the dirt and away from Penelope Garcia, and that's going to advance both runners, dragging the double play out of the equation now. Infield makes an adjustment, corners in. This one's a high pop-up into center field. This is probably enough to score the runner. Squash Pickle makes the catch for out number 2. Is going to throw it to third. Oh, not in time, but it was a close play.
Now batting.
Sack fly for Vic Turnpike. For Vic Turnpike makes it a 4-2 game. Runner advances to third. This is hard hit, but Dink Highgrass makes the backhanded play. And the Stingers get out of the 7th, only giving up 1 run. Makes it 4-2 as we head into the bottom of the 7th.
The catcher, number 3.
Here's Penelope Garcia, and she gets one under the glove of Blind Ollie, and she's got herself a leadoff single.
Now batting, the third base.
Brings up Peace Phelps,
29.
1 for 2 today. This one's grounded to Blind Ollie. In time at second for 1, and not in time. Peace Phelps is able to beat out the Dragon special by about a step. And she's aboard at first here for Benjamin Botley. 1 for 3 today, has himself a single. 1-1 the count. Strike called at the top of the zone, 1-2. That one misses wide, 2-2. Protecting the plate there, fouls it off. As well that one. Lets that one go, and the count runs full. And that's going to be a walk. Great at bat by Botley. Gets himself a free pass, bring up ace to Salsa. He's had a great day so far, 2 for 3, has an RBI in the day. Not a whole lot of speed at second. And this, Max Range with a great play. Is able to snow cone that one before it gets over his head. And 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. That one saved probably a A definite base hit. Maybe not a run scoring, but big play from range there. Brings up Matthew Kennedy. He's also had a huge day. 2-run home run, a single, 3 RBIs. Finally getting his swing here up in the majors after spending last year in the minors. He's got a 1-2 count against Tipsy Reynolds. Fouled off a couple here, staying alive. And another one. And this one is down. Oh, Blind Ollie with the suck play. Oh, man. I thought that one was by him, and that one just vacuumed into his glove. And the Stingers are turned away in the 7th.
Number 10.
To the 8th we go. It remains a 4-2 game. Robin Ryan comes back on the mound to start the 8th inning, facing Kent Strudley. Falls behind 2-0. Finds his own there. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And strike 3 called. Another strikeout for Robin Ryan.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 27.
Here's Piston Omen. One of the 3 hits Robin Ryan has surrendered today. This one's lofted into left, and Butler is there for out number 2.
Now batting, the left
Back to the top of the order, Alex Longstop, 0 for 3. Last chance here for the High Rollers in the top of the 8th. This one's fouled off. Ooh, decent play by Highgrass there, but just couldn't quite get there. This one's in foul territory. Can Matthew Kennedy get there in time? No, that one falls harmlessly to the ground. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Robin Ryan. And to the bottom of the 8th we go. Stingers looking for insurance, 3 outs away from their first victory of the season.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 19.
Dan Highgrass 0 for 2 with a walk. Tipsy Reynolds, 2 1/3 innings of relief. Only 3 base runners, 2 hits, and a walk. Doing pretty well. Highgrass is going to pop this one over into right. Ken Strudley is under it. And makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting,
Here's Ramon Taylor.
designated hitter,
1 for 3 today.
number 99.
Yeah, first time we've seen Ryan since the patch. And that's going to be a base hit for Taylor, his second on the day. Hit that one off the end of the bat and got that one to land into shallow center. Yeah, first time seeing Ryan since the patch, and it seems like it's done him a world of good. He's has been excellent today. Really only has made 1 mistake. He has 2 earned runs, I think. Well, did they give him that other earned? Because Penelope did have that passed ball. Ooh, this could be another Dragon special. Not quite. Max range couldn't cover in time.
Now batting, the
But yeah,
center
Ryan has been fantastic.
number 9.
Squash Pixel 0 for 3. Last chance here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner on first. Pixel falls behind 1-2. Lets the fastball go 2-2. Swings on that. Probably ball 3. And Max Range makes his way over to catch it for out number 3. Top of the 9 we go. Last chance for the High Rollers. They've got Wooly, Range, and Ollie due up here.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3.
Here comes Robin Ryan looking to finish off the complete game. Facing down Wally Woolley for the 4th time. First pitch swinging, grounded to Phelps. In time at first for out number 1.
Now batting, the first
Up comes Max Range, also 0 for 3 today.
39.
Three and 1 count here to Range. This is a grounder. Botley makes a diving catch, but not in time at first. Was able to stop it before it got much into the outfield, but throw could not be made in time, and a runner is aboard for Blind Ollie. We're in 1 swing territory to at least tie the game up. 1-1 count to Ollie. And Ollie puts a charge in this one, but got under it too much. It's going to die in front of the warning track in right. Matthew Kennedy makes the catch for out number 2. Last chance, and it's Becky Foe.
Designated hitter, number 4.
As half of the hits that Robin Ryan has given up today, a home run and a single. First pitch swinging, this could be it. Lofted into left, Tyrone Butler calls for it and makes the catch, and the Stingers taste victory for the first time this season. Stingers take game number 1 on the day, 4-2 over the High Rollers. Robin Ryan with a complete game and did pretty darn fantastic. Let's take a peek here. Now only 4 hits for the High Rollers and only the 1 walk. 2 of them from Foe, who had the home run. Range was able to get one, as well as Omen. Ollie had a walk. Let's see, a lot of hitting today. Squash Pixel, the only, High Grass and Pixel, the only ones without hits. Multi-hit games for DeSalsa Kennedy, Ramon Taylor, and Penelope Garcia. The Stingers team finally putting a game together. Robin Ryan, complete game, only 4 hits, a walk, 2 earned, 5 strikeouts. Dub Mars, a bit of hard luck. His defense kind of let him down. 4 earned, over 4 2/3. 8 hits, though. A walk, 4 strikeouts. Reynolds with a fairly quiet relief outing. 3 1/3, 3 hits, a walk, and nothing else. Let's see, Matthew Kennedy, MVP of the game. Robin Ryan gets 2nd place. Becky Foe in 3rd. All right, don't go anywhere. Game number 2, Walkers Vikings, right after this.
here with you. See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Nothing between us is empty space. empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Other place, here with you now. Here with you. Rather be no other place than here with you now.
All right, game number 2, Walkers and Vikings. First time we're seeing the Vikings since week 3, I believe, after the upset loss to the Wrongfielders. And then Walkers coming off the 12-2 victory over those said Wrongfielders.
Now batting, the shortstop. number
Joy Holiday on the mound for the Vikings. Both teams coming in today 3-2. Looking to take over solid third place in the Legends divisions and could make a play for a big tie for second if the Knights lose to the Dragons later tonight in Game 4.
number 32.
Quick out number 1 brings up Kip Shaw.
Off the plate. Nope, low. Nope, that's high.
3-1 the count to Shaw. He takes a strike, full count now. This one's popped up, foul ground. Miyuki is there and makes the catch for out number 1, or 2, I should say.
Now batting, the first
I'm gonna.
baseman,
I don't know how
number 5.
Isaac has enough screen room to have stats and OBS and the game and everything to where he can read stats and stuff during the game. But Noodles Nunez catches that for round number 3. 1-2-3. Go the Walkers top first. Vikings up here. Bottom first. Briggs, Hatmore, and McMasters. I do have 2 monitors, and I'm cramped. This is popped up into left. Galileo Cat, the second game playing for the Walkers since the acquisition at the end of last week. Cat had himself 2 home runs in that game, making an immediate impact for his new team. Looks to continue that today. Kawhi Hatmore grounds that one to Michael Cox in time at second for round number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
Here's Lindsay McMaster, and if you watched Rigged, you know, well, she doesn't have a hit on the season and will remain that way. See if we can see if she can be get one of her first hits on the season.
number 44.
Sitting now at 0 for 20 on the season. So I have the game on my main monitor, OBS on my second monitor. I have the stats pulled up and Alt tab between that and OBS. Okay. Nunez bobbles that one, and the runner will
Now
reach.
batting, the designated hitter, number 34.
The unusual bobble from Nunez in the field gives the Walkers the first base runner of the game.
Ball outside.
That was Eddie Ortiz. Eddie Ortiz beat out an infield hit. Lasers with a +4 to a created
The
player.
left fielder, number 18.
That's off the plate.
Good old Eddie.
Ball.
And here's the aforementioned Galileo Cat. Looking to pounce here in his second game in the green and pink. And he will connect with that one and pop it down into right field. Not a home run, but it's a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 15.
2 on, only 1 out here for the Walkers. Michael Cox.
That's down.
This one's popped into center. Amir Williams is there. No, Jerry Briggs, I should say. Catch that for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 11.
Brings up Roland Baloney, and he's swinging at the first pitch he sees. Pops that one up. And Noodles Nunez is under it for out number 3. So the Walkers threaten in the top of the second, but can't convert. We go bottom second. Vicky Marshall, Donnie Driver, and Noodles Nunez.
The right fielder, number 37.
Off the plate.
So you do this and that.
Inside.
Select Walkers, and this one's hit well into right. It's carrying, doesn't have enough to leave. No, not quite. It hits the very deep part of the wall there in right center. It barely stays in, but it's a leadoff triple for Vicky Marshall.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 47.
Here's Donnie Driver. Donnie Driver having himself a pretty nice season, hitting 8 for 20. Connects with this one. It's not going to be a hit, but it will be enough for a sacrifice fly, and the Vikings strike first 1-0.
Now
That's Donnie Driver's 4th RBI on the season. Brings up Nunez.
number 11.
Let's see, Nunez gets that one up the middle, base hit. His 7th hit on the season, now hitting 7 for 22.
Now batting,
Riley Reed.
number 69.
Runner on first, only 1 out here. Let's take a look at some of Alyssa Grubbs' work so far. Ooh, that's a strikeout. 2 down now.
The third baseman,
Let's see.
number 10.
That's inside.
Alyssa Grubbs so far
Inside.
coming into this game through 4 2/3 innings. That one's grounded. Dallas, Texas can't make the stop, and she will reach. That brings up Miyuki. 2 on, 2 out here. Some decent speed on the bases. Base hit could score another run or 2. 1-1 the count to Miyuki. This one's grounded to Cox with plenty of time to turn it to first for out number 3. Vikings score 1 on the sacrifice fly. Take a 1-0 lead heading into the 3rd inning.
Now batting, the
Jimmy
right
Bruiser,
number
he had
21.
himself a good outing as well yesterday. He had a home run
Ball. High.
against the wrong fielders. Looking to improve upon that. Not here, as this one's grounded to McMaster, who steps on the bag for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 12.
Nope. That's high.
This one's up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Dallas, Texas finds himself a hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 32.
Ball. High.
1-1 count here to Kip Shaw.
That's
Second time around for this Walker's order.
That's foul.
Hit and run was on, but that one's fouled off. Makes it a 2-2 count.
Foul ball.
That one's slapped foul. This one's a slow roller to Reed. Only plays at first for out number 2. Dallas, Texas
Now batting,
advances to
the
second.
first baseman, number 5.
Up comes Wingspan Wackett. 2 outs, runner on second in scoring position. Plenty of speed on Texas. Base hit could tie this game up. 1-1 count here to Wackett. And Wackett does what his name suggests, but that one trails just foul. This one's popped up over the third base side. Deputy's going back. Looks like she is under it and has that for out number 3. So the runner is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the third. It's the top of the order. Do it for the Vikings.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 6.
Barry Briggs 0 for 1 today. Sitting at now 2 for 18 on the season. 6 strikeouts. Make it 7! Briggs continues his slow start to the season.
Designated hitter, number 17.
Which brings up not Hefty Weeb, ding dong. Kawhi Hatmore. And Hatmore gets that one under the glove of Dallas, Texas. He's got himself a 1-out single, which brings up McMaster. Can McMaster connect? She is sitting at 0 for 20. Only one behind Bush League right now, who's at 0 for 21 on the season. This one's into left center. Doesn't look like that one's going to get down. And Kipshaw's got that for out number 2. So McMaster is sitting alongside Bush League at 0 for 21 with the worst batting averages in the league so far this season.
37.
Brings up Vicky Marshall now with 2 outs. She had herself a triple and later scored off the sacrifice fly. Runner is going and not in time. He's now in scoring position for Marshall, but she takes a second strike off the curveball. And strike 3 is called. The runner is stranded, and we head to the 4th inning. Still 1-0 in favor of the Vikings.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here is Eddie
number
Ortiz,
44.
who reached on an infield single, probably the first of his career. I am willing to put money on that. This one's grounded. Riley Reed's able to scoop that one up and get it at first in time for out number 1. Mojo boost for Halliday. She's going to be locked in here facing Sevi Cycle Chernley. He grounds that one to Deputy, who tosses it to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
And here's
18.
Cat, Galileo Cat, as one of the 3 hits so far today for this Walker's offense.
Off the plate. Ball high. Take your base.
And that's going to be a walk. First walk issued by Halliday. And the inning will continue. Here's Michael Cox. 0 for 1 so far.
Nope. Inside. Outside. Foul ball.
Fouls that one off. 2-1 the count here.
That's foul.
That one's fouled as well. 2-2. And that one's by the glove of Riley Reed at short. Runner thought about going to third, but thought better of it. And 2 aboard here for the Walkers. 2 outs here. Rowan Baloney.
Baseman, number 11.
Chance to tie things up for his new team.
Nope. That's
Oh, that one gets away from Miyuki. The run is going to come home. Oh, no, it's not. I definitely had the angle wrong on that. So that puts 2 runs in scoring position for Baloney.
foul ball.
Fouls that one off. 1-2 the count. Pops this one up. Riley Reed is there and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Walkers strand a couple more. It remains 1-0 heading into the bottom of the 4th. As the camera panned to where the ball was, my brain broke with the running lines and everything, and so I thought they were going home. I was confusion.
Now batting,
Ground out to start the home half of the 4th.
11.
Donnie Driver brings up Nunez, who's going to ground this one to Dallas, Texas, 2 away.
Now batting,
No, you did not score.
shortstop, number 69.
Baloney popped up to short, and that one's through the left side of the infield. 2-out single here for the Vikings.
Now batting,
Vikings looking to bounce back after the 4-3 loss to the wrong fielders a couple weeks ago. Walker's looking to push the win streak up to 4. Deputy puts a charge in that one, but to dead center field. Kipshaw only has to take a few steps back to catch that one. It remains 1-0 as we head into the 5th inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Walkers.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 21.
They start the 5th inning. 64 pitches locked in. Only giving up 5 base runners so far, 4 hits and a walk. Ahead on Jimmy Bruiser here, 0-2.
Foul ball.
Bruiser fouls that one off. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for Halliday.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 12.
Up comes Dallas, Texas, 1 for 2. He takes a 1-1 count. Let's see, Dallas, Texas, not including yesterday, 8 for 20. Having himself a pretty good season at the plate, hitting 400.
Ball 4, take your base.
And he will take a walk. His 4th of the season that he's drawn.
The center
Brings up
fielder,
Kipshaw,
number
always a dangerous
32.
bat. Had a slow start to the season on his new team, but is now hitting, make that 8 for, make it his 8th hit on the season. And the Walkers are once again in business, 2 on, 1 out. Let's see if they can change their fortunes apart from the last couple innings where they have stranded runners. Wingspan Wackett, 0 for 2.
That's foul.
First pitch swinging puts that one in the stands.
That's down. Ball high.
2-1. Halliday finds herself in a bit of a jam for the first time today.
Safe.
And strike 3 called! Wingspan Wackett was frozen off that curveball.
Number 44.
And it's up to Eddie Ortiz. Ortiz 1 for 2 on the day.
Foul ball.
Fouls the first pitch back.
Inside.
2 tall, 1-1. Ooh. Swung way in front of that and is behind 1-2.
Side.
Lets the elevated fastball go 2-2. And strike 3 called! Halliday gets out of the jam with back-to-back strikeouts. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 1-0 Vikings.
Now batting, the catcher, number 45.
Ball high.
Kazuya Miyuki due up to lead things off bottom 5.
Ball low.
Ballistic Rubs having himself a good outing so far. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts. And that earned run coming off the triple and then the sacrifice fly.
Now batting,
So really only one mistake on her day so far.
number 6.
But does give up the leadoff walk to Miyuki, which brings up Jerry Briggs, who's going to hit this one through the middle. That's going to be a base hit. 2 aboard, nobody out here to start the home half of the 5th for the Vikings.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 17.
Well, by rough count, I think it's at least 4. You left 2 on there, 1 the inning prior, and I think at least 1 the inning prior, if not 2. Kipshaw's able to track that one down for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Brings up Lindsay McMaster.
number
Can she finally
14.
find her first hit of the season, sitting at 0 for 21? She takes a first pitch strike off the curveball.
Nope. Outside.
McMaster has gotten on base. She has 4 walks on the season, but that elusive first hit
Inside.
evades her. 3-1 the count.
Foul.
She swings, fouls that one off, and the count is full.
Strike.
Swing and a miss! And she is now 0 for 22 on the season.
Batting, the right fielder, number 37.
Vicky Marshall, last chance here to extend the inning for the Vikings and won't do it as that's grounded right to Wackett. He steps on the bag for out number 3. Vikings strand a pair themselves as we head into the 6th. It's still a 1-run ball game.
Batting, the designated hitter, number 34.
Joy Halliday back to locked in after getting out of that jam in the 5th. But starting at 87 pitches here in the 6th inning. Grid Deputy with the diving stop and the out at first.
Now
Excellent play by
batting,
her.
the left fielder, number 18.
That's 30-something fielding, I think.
Strike.
Swinging this spare by Cat. Falls behind 1-2. That's a soft roller to Nunez. In time at first, route number 2.
Now
Brings up Michael Cox.
Number 15.
Took over second base duties from Ronald Doctor. Ronald Doctor's fielding wasn't cutting it for the Walkers, and in comes Michael Cox, who puts a decent put in that one, but got way too under it. And that's falls into Donnie Driver's glove for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 inning for Holiday and the Vikings. We go bottom 6. Donnie Driver 0 for 1 with the sacrifice fly. Leading things off for the Vikings here in the home half of the 6th, and connects with that one just by the glove of the third baseman. That's going to roll into the foul territory here at Shaka, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Driver.
Now batting. The
Well, silver lining there, Pasta. At least you didn't leave anyone on base. Here's Nunez with the runner in scoring position. A chance to bring home another run for the Vikings. How's that one off? 1-1 the count.
Ball inside.
2-1. Ooh, that one is in there. The screwball, I believe. 2-2. Swung on that one, pops it into foul territory on the third base side. Roland Bologna makes the catch for out number 1.
now batting. The
Brings up Riley Reed.
number 69.
1 for 2 on the day. That one's right back to Alyssa Grubb. She snags it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Last chance here, Gage Deputy.
Number
One of the former, she once held the home run lead in the league. Has fallen behind with the off week. Only one behind the leader. And hits that one into left. The runner is going to go home. The throw from Cat is going to be... Oh, and he couldn't handle the throw! And the run scores!
the catcher. Number
Oh, that was going to be a close play at the plate, but Ortiz cannot handle it.
That's off the plate.
And Johnny Driver scores, and it's 2-0. And Deputy makes her way to second.
Low.
Off the errant throw
Foul ball.
for Kazuya Miyuki. And Mookie strikes out looking. But another run aboard for the Vikings. It's 2-0 headed into the 7th inning.
Now batting. The third baseman. Number 11.
Here's Bologna, 0 for 2 so far. Bologna up the middle, and that's a base hit to lead off the 7th.
Now batting.
Holiday's running long in the pitch count.
Number 21.
Don't know how many more batters she's going to face. She is locked in, but that stamina bar is starting to run low. Runner is going, hit and run is on. This one's popped into shallow right. Vicky Marshall with the catch, and it's going to be a double play! The runner hesitated, thought it was going to fall, and continued on to second, and it didn't drop, and it's a Dragon special.
That's inside.
I don't blame him too much. I really thought that was going to fall. That was a heck of a play there by the right fielder. In comes Cal Cooley to relieve Halliday. She is done after 6 2/3.
Now batting. The center fielder. Number
Texas gets a base hit off of Cooley and has to face Kip Shaw, but Shaw grounds out to third for out number 3, which brings us to the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting. The center fielder. Number
Alyssa Grubb still on the mound, pitch count wise, doing better than her counterpart, starting off this inning at 73, but does have the 2 earned runs to her name. Well, does she have a second earned run, actually?
Now batting. The designated hitter.
Yes, she does.
Number 17.
Nope, that's high.
Anyway, base hit to start off the bottom of the 7th, but this is a slow roller to Texas. Not enough time to make the play at second, but takes the out at first, one away.
Batting.
And we're back to McMaster.
Now pitching. Number
That does it for Alyssa Grubbs. Brings in Vale Tamayo here with one out in the bottom of the 7th. McMaster now sitting at 0 for 22 on the season.
Inside.
Finds the zone there. 3-1 count to McMaster. And McMaster finally has a base hit. Hitless no more. 1 for 24.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Up comes Vicky Marshall. Runners at the corners. Only one out here for the Vikings.
Outside.
2-1 the count. Runner is going. And gun, not even close. And that base hit is immediately released. Getting caught stealing. Vicky Marshall, kiss that one goodbye! Only a 2-run shot after getting caught stealing, but that pushes the Vikings lead 4-0. Bale Tamayo did not make a well transition over to the Walkers. He had a decent season for the Skulls, but just cannot put it together here. And this one's hit well into center. Going back, and that one's gone! 2 home runs! This one by Donnie Driver to almost the exact same place in Shaka. 439 feet, and it's 5-0 Vikings. Back-to-back home runs in that exact same pocket of right center.
Ball inside. That's down. Strike.
And strike 3 swinging. Down goes Noodles Nunez. But 3 runs come to score for the Vikings. They push themselves to a 5-0 lead heading into the 8th inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 5.
Here's 0 for 3 wingspan Wackett. Facing off against Cal Cooley. Got the last out of the 7th. That's going to be a leadoff base hit for the Walkers here. Top of the 8th. Cal Cooley is no stranger to trouble this season.
The catcher, number
Cal Cooley
44.
coming into this game 10 to the 3rd innings pitched so far. 15 hits, 8 earned runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Sporting a 6.96 ERA and a 183 whip. This was hit to deep center, but Jerry Briggs with an impressive catch for out number 1. Caught that one over his head.
Now batting, the designated hitter, now base runner, number 35.
And pinched runner coming in to replace Wackett.
Ball low.
Ronald Doctor is now the runner at first.
Foul ball.
Severs Chernley 0 for 3 today, facing a 1-2 count from Cooley. Lays off it. And swing and a miss, and Cooley's got himself a strikeout.
Now batting, the
And up comes
left fielder,
Galileo Cat,
number 18.
1 for 2 today. Quick 0-2 count to Cat. Runner's going, and this one's lofted into left. Donnie Driver's under it. And he makes the catch for out number 3. Bottom 8th we go. Vikings looking to pad their lead by more. Bottom 3rd of the lineup due up here.
Now batting,
They've got a 5-0 lead so far.
number 69.
Tamayo back on the mound
Inside.
to start the bottom of the 8th.
Inside.
Finds his zone there. 2-1 the count here to Riley Reed. 1 for 3 on the day,
Take your base.
but ends up losing her. She's going to take a free pass.
Now batting,
Here's Gage Deputy.
third baseman,
Double and a single so far today.
10.
Could find herself at the top of the home run leaderboard along with Rec Dreams if she can go yard.
Nope. Low.
He has a 3-0 count.
Nope. Ball.
And that's a 4-pitch walk, and that's 2 walks to lead off the 8th inning here for Tamayo. Brings up Miyuki, and here's Ty Sasso. Ty Sasso coming off a 7 1/3 inning pitched relief outing against the Overdrafts in the comeback from behind win. I can't remember if he had an appearance against the wrong fielders yesterday.
That's low.
But he's got a 3-1 count to Miyuki. Finds his own there off the curveball, makes it a full count,
Ball four.
but loses him off the high fastball. And the bases are loaded for the Vikings. And the top of the order, Jerry Briggs, 2 for 4.
Number 6.
Bases loaded with Vikings all getting there via the walk. And Briggs infield in. Cox throws home for 1 and back to first for the Dragons special. Good defensive play there, positioned perfectly. Prevents another run from scoring. And now 2 down here in the top of the 8th here for Quai Hatmore.
Ball high.
He's 1 for 4 on the day.
Ball high. Take your bases.
That's going to be a walk, and it's going to load the bases right back up for Lindsay McMaster.
The first baseman.
She found her first base hit of the season against Tamayo. A second hit here could all but lock this one up for the Vikings. Coach a charge on that one, but it's well foul. She falls behind 0-2.
That's foul.
Fouls off another one. And this one's up the middle. Another base hit for McMaster. She brings home 1. Oh, another run is going to try home to score and gets there in time. Ortiz can't handle another one. I think that run was going to be safe regardless, but still, Ortiz with the mishandle of another throw home.
Outside.
And it's 7-0 Vikings. A great play by Bologna. Makes a diving stop to prevent someone else from coming home. But the damage is done. 2 more runs come to score for the Vikings. It's 7-0. Last chance here for the Walkers. Michael Cox to lead off the inning.
Number 15.
And this one's put into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. That's going to be a leadoff double to start the 9th for the Walkers.
Now batting the first baseman, number 11.
Here's Rowan Bologna.
Ball high. Foul.
I mean, you've trailed like this before. I mean, granted, you didn't do it all in one inning, but stranger things have happened. Oh, and that's just swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bologna is retired.
The right fielder.
That brings us to Jimmy Bruiser. 0 for 3. This one's right down the line, but it's foul. And this one is hit into the left center field, going back, and it's going to bounce off the bottom of the wall. That's going to bring home a run. RBI double for Bruiser, and it's 7-1.
Now batting the shortstop, number 12.
Here's Dallas, Texas, 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles and a walk. Runner in scoring position. And this one is going to be down. That should score Bruiser. And it's 7-2.
Now batting the center fielder, number 32.
Nope. Inside.
Up comes Kip Shaw, and Cal Cooley is tense. Walkers have at least something brewing here. They still trail by 5. Oh, but make that 3! Home run! Kip Shaw! 2-run shot into left center, and it's 7-4. 432 feet for Shaw. And things are getting mightily interesting here in the top of the
The
9th.
third baseman, number 35.
And they don't pull Cooley. And that's going to get over the head of McMaster. That's going to roll all the way into the corner. That's going to be extra bases. And that's going to be a double for, I think, Wingspan Whack. Oh, it's going to be a triple.
You're safe.
Now batting the catcher, number 44.
And Cooley remains on the mound, still tense.
Inside.
They just absolutely refuse to pull Cooley.
Foul ball.
Here's Ortiz, 1 for 4 on the day.
Ball high.
2-1 count. That swung on, grounded to McMaster. She'll take it herself for round number 2. A run comes home to score, and it's a 7-5 game.
Hitter, number 34.
Severs Chernley, the last chance for the Walkers here.
That's down.
0 for 4 on the day. Has had a few rough games since hitting for the cycle against the Moonshots a few weeks ago. He's got a 2-1 count.
Nope. That's high.
3-1. Full count. And that's going to be a walk. Chernley reaches, and the tying run's going to come to the plate, and Galileo Cat.
Fielder, number 18.
Cat had 2 home runs yesterday against the wrong fielders. It would be a crucial time to have another one today.
Ball. High.
1-1 count to Cat.
Foul.
Fouls that one off. It's 1-2. The Vikings 1 strike away. This one's up the middle. That's a base hit for Cat, and the game's not over yet. Tying run now at first for the Walkers. Here's Michael Cox.
The second baseman.
The Walkers have batted around. They finally pull Cooley. Here's Joe Butts to try and get the last out of the game. Michael Cox 2 for 4.
That's inside.
1-2 the count here to Cox.
Nope, that's low.
That one's too low. 2-2.
Ball. High.
Full count. Oh boy. Runner's going. This one's grounded. Riley Reed's up with it. And in time at first route number 3. The comeback falls just short. And the Vikings win 7-5. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Cal Cooley is a liability at long reliever for this team. He has been all season. A 5-run ninth is not enough for the Walkers. Ended up out-hitting the Vikings, but just ended up leaving too many aboard in the middle innings. Dallas, Texas, 3 hits on the day. Kipshot with a pair and a home run. A lot of ones. 2 hits for Cat and Cox, and then a pair there at the bottom. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Good amount of hitting. Miyuki, the only one without a hit for the Vikings today. Pair hits by McMaster. Her first of the season. Marshall, Driver, and Briggs. Home runs by Marshall and Driver. 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. Grubbs with a bit of a hard luck loss. Quality start, though. 6 1/3. 3 earned. Did give up 9 hits and a walk. 5 strikeouts. Tamayo really being the person who cost them in the end. 3 earned over 2/3. Ty Sasso getting pegged with an earned over 1 inning. Halliday getting the win. 6 2/3, no earned. 6 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Cooley getting pegged with 5 in the end over 2 innings. And Butts getting the save with 1 inning pitched. Driver MVP, followed by Marshall and then Halliday herself. All right, don't go anywhere. Game number 3, Skulls ball players, coming up after this.
Rather be no other place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you now.
race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Ooh.
All right, here we go. Game number 3, Skulls of Rock ball players. Here in Emerald Diamond. Game number 5 for the Skulls, so back to the top of their pitching rotation. And Bruce Hot Mike, Ron Dozier on the mound for the ball players, playing their 7th game. They are 3-3, coming off a walk-off win against the Cyclones the other day, 4-3. Jadinklich Morgoon leading things off here. He connects with that one. That one's going to fall into center for a leadoff single. Bit of a bomber special to start the game off.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here
number
comes Ding
33.
Dong. Had himself 2 home runs in his first game as a Skull in the 7-3 loss against the Bombers, but this one's hit straight to home runs in time at second for 1 and in time at first for the Dragons special.
Batting, the right fielder.
Leadoff single
number
erased
3.
there and brings up Brock Yellow, the career Skull. Yellow's got a 2-2 count, full count now. And he's gonna draw a walk to bring
Now
up
batting,
Banjo
the
Hackett.
second baseman, number 12.
And as I mentioned at the top of the stream, the Skulls with a big trade, as that one's lined to deal a stick to end the inning, with the Lumberjacks. The Skulls getting the Lumberjacks second round of Season 7 and first round of Season 8 picks, along with Daquan Smith and Nix Grayweather in exchange for Yellow or Green and Denver Brainstorm. So a pretty big trade there, as the Skulls look like they're reading the writing on the wall, as this season has not gone well for him. And Murph Kelly puts this one in. Oh, and it's gone! A home run into left that just gets absorbed into the bleachers. And that's his 4th home run this season, tying Rec Dreams for the home run league in the league.
Batting, the center fielder.
And that puts the ball players on top, 1-0. Full count here to Harry Shelton, and he's going to draw a walk.
Now batting, the first
Brings up
baseman,
Rick DeLastick,
number 23.
a Season 6 rookie drafted in the first round, and the picks the ball players acquired from the Bombers in the Wrestles, O'Connell, and Tanner trade. And this one's hit into center, but right to Morgoon for out number 1, excuse me.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 27.
And that's a strikeout from Matthias Black.
Now
2
batting,
down now. Up
the
comes
left
Toby Barker.
fielder, number 6.
Toby Barker, not counting yesterday, coming into this game 5 for 19 on the season, 263. Not too bad for another one of those season 6 rookies. Don't remember offhand what he did yesterday. I think he actually had a rough day, if I remember correctly. This one's grounded over to Randy Raskeller. In time at first round number 3. So the solo shot by Murph Kelly puts the ball players into an early lead, 1-0. We head into the second inning. Carl Henry, Dakota,
The first baseman.
and
number
Raskeller do up for the Skulls. Full count here to Carl Henry. That's going to end up walking. Henry, leadoff walk.
Now
To
batting,
bring up Milo
the
Dakota.
shortstop, Number 15.
Dakota's had himself a pretty nice season, I would say. That's going to ground that one to Murph Kelly. In time at second for 1, but not in time at first for the Dragons special.
Now batting, the catcher. Number 8.
For that hit, Milo Dakota hitting 6 for 17, 353 on the season. Up comes Warden Campbell, an acquisition by the Skulls from the Gauchos. 1-2 the count here from Campbell, or for Campbell, I should say. This one is going to find the stands in foul territory. That one's going to find the stands as well. Still 1-2 count here. And strike 3 called to the top of the zone. Campbell will sit down.
Batting, the third baseman.
And
Number
here's
14.
Randy Raskeller. Got himself a ring with the Skulls last season. Coming over to this team last season from the Bombers in the offseason. So, you know, 1-2, a 2-1 count. Fouls that one off. 2-2 now. This one's hit straight to home runs for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Skulls. We go bottom second. It's home runs. Nathan Tucker and Terry Thunder do up.
The second baseman.
Home runs with a rough season, to say the very least. Not including yesterday, 1 for 20 on the season. I don't think he had a hit there either. And we'll pop out to start today's game.
Now batting,
Up comes Nathan Tucker,
fielder. Number
hitting 5 for 17. Take a first pitch strike. And that one is over the head of Banjo Hackett at second. That's into the gap and going to roll to the warning track. Nathan Tucker will slide into second with a 1-out double.
now batting,
Up comes Terry Thunder.
hitter. Number
Started off the season fairly hot. Still's got a pretty good average. 353 on the season, but has cooled down a bit. Was really big in the first couple of games for the ball players. Had some clutch hits. He's got a 3-0 count here. And swings at 3-0 and is going to pop that one into left for out number 2. That might have been ball 4, but
the
we shall never know. Bringing up Curly Shipwright. And Shipwright grounds this one to short. Dakota up with it. In time at first, round number 3. Nathan Tucker is left stranded at second as we go into the third inning. It's 1-0 still. Rick Maniac
designated hitter.
to lead things off for the Skulls here in the top of the third. And Maniac puts a charge on that one. What? Toby Barker.
Now batting,
Well,
the center fielder.
Toby Barker just took a second to take it all in, but Rick Maniac isn't very fast, so it only is a single. I can't say as I've ever seen that happen before, and Jadinklage Morgoon pops that one into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Runners headed for third, should come home to score, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game. Jadinklage Morgoon with an RBI triple.
The left fielder. number 33.
Big hack from Ding Dong, but comes up empty there. Ding Dong pops this one up to left, and it's going to get down in front of Barker. The run's going to go home to score and just beats the throw, and the Skulls take a 2-1 lead.
Number 3.
Toby Barker has been a bit of a defensive liability for this ball players team. Oh, no. And Nathan Tucker doesn't make any good impressions there, as another run's going to come home to score, and a 3-1 Skulls lead.
The second baseman, number 12.
Defense falling apart here for the ball players. That's also an RBI triple, the second one of the game for the Skulls. Brings up Banjo Hackett. Infield playing in, and didn't check the runner at all, didn't prevent him from advancing,
Number 20.
completely defeating the purpose from the infield being in. Gets the out at first, but allows the run to score, and it's 4-1. Didn't hold the runner, and he says thank you very much, and it's 4-1 Skulls. Murph Kelly with a diving stop and throw in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 15.
This one's through the left side of the infield, base hit. For, I think that was Dakota.
Now batting, the
I'm not exactly
catcher,
sure, but brings up
number
Warden
8.
Campbell. On Dozier tense, throwing almost what will be his 60th pitch here in the third inning. 6 hits, 4 earned. Not all his fault. His defense has made some questionable decisions. 3-1 count to Campbell, and that's going to be a walk.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Brings up Randy Raffskeller, and Dozier's day is done.
65.
This ball player's pitching staff is just horrendous. Here's Adrian Walker, who's going to allow this one to get blooped into left. Another run's going to come home to score. It's 5-1 Skulls.
Now batting,
RBI single for Raffskeller, and here's Rick Maniac.
number 23.
Rick led off this inning with a single into left that Toby Barker just kind of stared at for a second before picking up the ball. This one's popped into foul territory, but no one's going to catch up with it. 1-2 the count to Maniac. Walker with K-Man looking to get out of the inning, and she will. But not before the Skulls put up a crooked number. 5 runs score here in the third inning, and they take a 5-1 lead going into the bottom of the third.
The shortstop,
Murph Kelly tied the home run lead in the first inning, looking to regain his crown here in the third. Pops this one into left, but it's going to stay in the park. And Ding Dong makes the catch back against the wall for out number 1.
the center fielder, number
Here's Harry Shelton. Harry Shelton, first pitch swing, pops this one to the right. And Brock Yellow will make the catch in front of the warning track for out number 2.
the first baseman,
And that brings up Rick DeLaStick. Big sweet miss there. 1-2 the count to DeLaStick. And up the middle goes DeLaStick. He's got himself a 2-out single.
now batting, the
Brings up
third
Matthias Black. He struck out the first time he was up.
27.
Remind me if I'm, correct me if I'm wrong, but Matthias Black was a original lumberjack back in the day, if I'm correct. Hit right to first, but Carl Henry could not make the stop. And that gets away from him and into shallow left. Runner will reach.
The left fielder, number
And the other runner will advance to third. So runners at the corners here for Toby Barker. A chance for the ball players to cut into this deficit here. Barker can get a base hit. He's behind 1 and 2. And pops this one up into foul territory. And Warden Campbell makes the catch for out number 3. Ball players can't convert, and it remains a 5-1 ball game going into the 4th inning.
now batting.
Dinklage Morgoon to lead things off.
Number 78.
I think we could hit the cycle alert. He's got the triple. He doesn't have a whole lot of power to be hitting home runs, but I mean, we've got Rison's hitting home runs in the minors, so I think anyone can hit a home run. 0-2 count to Morgoon. And Morgoon gets this one down, and Barker scoops it up, prevents it from being a double. It's just another single.
Now batting. The left fielder.
So no advancement in the cycle watch for him. Brings up Ding Dong, though. Oh, and 2 to him. And strike 3 called on the outside corner.
Now batting.
That's
the
a
right
wide
fielder,
strike 3.
number 3.
Out comes Brock Yellow. And that's going to get down. Base hit for Brock Yellow, his second of the game. 2 on, 1 out here for
Now
Banjo
batting,
Hackett.
the second baseman, number 12.
OG Skull coming back home to his former team after a couple of seasons around the league. I believe on the overdrafts last season. Might have been somewhere else before then, but I don't remember for certain. 2-2 to Hackett. Slow roller to third. Black up with it. In time at first, route number 2. Runners both advance.
Now batting.
For
the
Carl
first
Henry.
baseman, number 20.
Chance to push this lead up a couple with Carl Henry up to the plate. 0 for 1, but has drawn a walk. He's got a 2-0 count. 3-0. Might be pitching away from Henry. And he's going to draw a walk. That's going to load the bases for Milo Dakota.
The shortstop, number 15.
He's 1 for 2 today. Base hit, scores 2 without even thinking about it. Lots of speed. At second and third, this one's hit well into left. Barker can't catch up with it, but the runner for second was holding for some reason. Why aren't you running on contact? There were 2 outs. You stupid idiot. 1 run does come home to score, make it 7-1. Wait.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 14.
No, yeah. Well, bases loaded once again. Randy Raskeller. He had an RBI the last time he was up. Takes a ball high in the zone. And strike 3 called. 2 more runs come to score. Makes it a 7-1 ball game.
The second baseman, number 12.
Did the runner, maybe I was looking at it wrong, and that runner at second trying to go to third was actually the runner from first, and I just wasn't paying attention because 2 runs did score. That's going to be a leadoff walk for Hot Mike, but he does have a 7-1 lead working in his favor. Brings up Nathan Tucker, who needs to atone for some sins. He tried to slide for a catch, but let the ball go all the way by him, back to the wall, which allowed a run to score. He dribbles that one in front of home plate, and that's an easy out for Hot Mike. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Barker, but Barker just lets things one hop into his glove, like, consistently. Like, that happened against the Cyclones the first time around. Like, Barker is not a good fielder for some, I don't know what his fielding is offhand, but it's a problem.
Now batting, the catcher, number.
I think it had to be because the bases were loaded, and then after that, third was open. So that almost had to have been what happened. If only one had scored, the bases would have been still loaded. So I think I just wasn't paying full attention. This one's hit hard straight into center, but right there is Morgoon. 42 fielding, 86 speed. So definitely not a speed thing, it's a fielding thing. It's very interesting. I thought I was going to see fielding matter more in the infield with that last patch, but it looks like it matters a lot more in the outfield. Like, we've seen quite a few outfield kind of screw-ups, I would say, since the patch. But then, well, that's also true. If he has 86 speed, he should be getting to that. So, I don't know. Maybe he's just really unlucky and they're just hit perfectly out of his range. But it's weird. Gage Deputy had a great diving stop, and she's got 30-something fielding. So, I don't know. It's weird. Ooh, nice play by Matthias Black. And the Dragon Special!
Now batting, the shortstop.
Excellent play by Matthias Black. Heads up play by him, seeing that the runner had cheated over a bit too far, and doubles him up. Brings us to the bottom of the fifth. Ball players looking to cut into the 6-run deficit. And that's going to be a walk for Kelly,
Now batting,
which brings up Harry Shelton.
fielder, number 16.
One's popped up behind home plate, but it's going to find the bleachers. Oh, it's minus 15? Oh, wow. I always just kind of assumed it was minus 10. Dang, 15's a good chunk.
Now batting, the
Ball
first
players got something working here as that
number 23.
bit of a bomber special allows the runner to go to third, and the ball players got runners at the corners here for Rick Dillistick and nobody out. And that's going to get through the left side of the infield. That's going to be an RBI single for Dillistick. Runner's headed for third and is just going to get there. Beats out the throw from Brock Yellow and right. And it's 7-2. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Mike's starting to labor a bit here, up to 72 pitches here with no outs in the fifth. And this one's hit deep to right, carrying Matthias Black, and it's gone! Matthias Black, a 3-run shot, and it's 7-5. 445, an absolute monster shot. That is a full caps jacked, my friend. Not a doubt about it. Did the home run song play? I don't think it did. That was way too fast for it to already be over. Swing and a miss there, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
This has been the ball players' MO on the season. They have a really good team batting average, but the ERA is really poo. Okay, it did. Cool. Sweet. Three and one count to homer runs. And homer runs push a charge in this one. Back it goes. Brock Yellow makes the sign and catches it about halfway through the warning track for out number 2. One of the best hits on the ball, homer runs, has probably had all season. But a similar result as it falls into the glove of of a defensive player. Up comes Nathan Tucker. That one's a slow roller to Hackett. He's up with it. And in time at first for out number 3. Ball players put up a 4 spot, make it a 7-5 game going into the 6th inning.
now batting, the right
We
fielder,
did used to have
number
team-specific songs, but then Twitch got really heavy with the DMCA stuff, so we just went back to our generic home run song. I really don't know a whole lot about that DMCA stuff and how that stuff works, if that ever resolves itself or anything, but we did about, what was that, season 3, maybe even season 4, but then we had to go to the what's it called, rights-free generic home run song because people are poos. 1-2 count to Banjo Hackett. 2-2 count. Swung on, fouled off. And strike three called! A strikeout for Walker.
The first baseman, number 20.
And that's going to be by the glove of the diving runs, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Carl Henry.
Now batting.
Up comes Milo Dakota. He's had himself a good day. 2 for 3, 2 singles and 2 RBIs. What season is Milo Dakota? He's had himself a pretty good year. He's doing fairly nicely. I wonder if that's someone the Skulls want to build around or might trade out. He does fly this one to center for out number 3. I hit schedule again. Ratings.
Now batting. The designated
Skulls of
hitter,
Rock,
number
Milo
9.
Dakota is a season 4 player, so let's see. Milo Dakota 52, 82, 38, 67, 72. Interesting. Might be interesting to see
Now batting.
what becomes of him throughout the season. Hot Mike's day is done. Got into trouble that last inning, 5 1/3, and his day is done. Turns the ball over to Bubba McLay here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 to the count here to Curly Shipwright. This one's, oh, what the heck?
Shortstop,
Okay.
38.
Did that hit like the lip of the grass and then just completely leap over him? I have definitely never seen that one before. It's like, oh, and this one's hit to the gap, deep into left. Back goes to Dinklage, and he's got that for out number 2. A good play by him to snag that one. That's like that. It's like that power-up in backyard baseball. I think it was called pop-up, but like it would spike it dead into the ground and pop it up a mile in the air so that you could at least reach base. I think that's what it was called. I could be wrong. Maybe it's called like bouncy ball or something. Harry Sheldon pops this one up into center, and Milo Dakota's got that for number 3 as we go into the 7th inning. Still a 7-5 game in favor of the Skulls. Skulls got the back third of their lineup due up here. Warden Campbell 1 for 2 on the day. Walker started off a bit shaky coming in relief, but has settled down here. 7 hits and a walk through 3 1/3, 2 earned. Falls behind 3-0 here to Campbell, but 3-0 swinging, pops it up over to the left side, and Merv Kelly's got that for number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4.
Brings up Randy Rathskeller. And Rathskeller is going to bomber special that one into right. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Nathan Tucker can't handle it. And Randy Rathskeller's headed for third and is going to get there without a throw.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
These corner outfielders are absolutely murder. They're so bad defensively. Holy cow. Oh yeah, Pasta, if you just, there's a clips channel in the Discord. You can just put it there. And a swing and a miss there. Rick Maniac goes down.
Center fielder, number 78.
5 triples tonight. Only 22 on the season before. That's insane. So That's over a 20% increase in one night. Quash Ward into relief out Walker. He's going to walk the first batter he sees. It's going to bring up a tense ding dong, 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Runners at the corners, 2 away. Runner is going to second and is going to get gunned. Scholes turned away after getting caught stealing to end the 7th. Bottom 7th we go. Ball players only trail by 2, 7-5. Bubba McLay here to start the bottom of the 7th. Came in relief for Hot Mike. Got the last couple outs of the 6th. 3-1 count to deal a stick. And that's going to be a walk.
Now back, the third baseman.
Here's Matthias Black. He had a monster shot into right to get us to the 7-5 score we're at right now. Could tie it up with another shot here. Too far under this one. It's popped up into left. Ding Dong is under it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6.
Here's Toby Barker, 0 for 3 on the day, having a rough day at the plate and in the field. And it gets worse as he skies this one into center. Morgun is there and has that for out number 2.
Now batting,
And here's Homer runs.
now batting,
Scratch that. Here's Titus Saxton, a season 2 player who's been relegated to the bench. Some of that young blood getting the starting expertise as that one's grounded to Hackett in time at first for out number 3. To the 8th we go. Scholes still have a 2-run lead here.
now batting, the left
Ding Dong
fielder,
back at the plate.
number 33.
Getting a fresh start. Nathan Tucker at second, out of position. Titus Saxton in right. That's a real yikes. Nathan Tucker didn't even have that much fielding to begin with. Murph Kelly with a good play there for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 3.
Poor Homer runs. I guess not. Let me see. We need to update the rating sheet. Maybe we'll do that here within the next week or two with the progression.
Now batting,
Let's
the
see, on their
second baseman,
bench, Marlon Morgan, a center fielder, outfielder. They have Cole Crush, unless they traded him. Cole Crush is a second baseman infielder. So they should have someone at least to fill the position. But other than that, yeah, I think that's it. So,
now batting, the first baseman,
a bit strange, but here we are nonetheless. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Carl Henry up. Run on first, which Quash Ward checks, but the runner gets back. Slow roller. This is going to be to Nathan Tucker, who proves the haters wrong with no fielding at second. Gets the last out of the inning. The bottom of the 8th we go. Tucker will lead us off.
now batting, the second baseman,
Oh, thank you, Isaac. I have been
40.
not diligent with the predictions. My fault. Broken bat. Roller to second. Banjo Hackett catches up with it and tosses it to Henry in time for out number 1.
The designated hitter,
Brings up Terry Thunder 0 for 3 on the evening. Thunder draws the walk here to bring up Curly Shipwright.
number 5.
3-0 count to Shipwright. Represents the tying run here. 3-1 now. That's swung on into the gap. It goes. Dinklage Morgoon can't catch up with it, and it's down into the gap. That's going to be a double for Curly Shipwright. The tie and run at second, and here is Murph Kelly. McLay's done, his day is done. Here comes Mickey Dillon Jr. His first appearance for the Skulls since being traded from the Knights. That's going to find the bleachers in left. Murph Kelly is going to put this one into left. That's a bomber special. The run is going to go home and score. It's 7-6.
Now batting, the center
Runner from second did not advance, so they are at first and second now here for Harry Shelton, as that was a weakly hit ball, so everyone kind of froze. The runner from third even kind of hesitated before even heading home. It was a bit of a close play at the plate. 3-1 here to Harry Shelton. That one finds his own full count. And that's going to be a walk. Bases loaded here for the ball players. And Rick Dillastick. Big bat here. Could give the ball players the lead back. Mickey Dillon Jr. cannot find the zone. Finds it there, gets Rick Dillastick to pop up over the third base side, and it's going to stay in play. And Rathskeller catches it for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, number
Up comes Matthias Black. He had a 3-run home run a couple innings ago. A base hit ties the game up. If not, scores 2 to give him the lead. This one's hit. Randy Rathskeller with a diving stop. In time at first for out number 3. Randy Rathskeller with the play at the hot corner to keep the Skulls the lead.
now batting, the shortstop, number 50.
Here we go, top of the 9th. 1-run ball game. Milo Dakota to lead things off for the Skulls. Quash Ward still on the mound for the ball players. And Milo Dakota puts a charge in this one, but is under it a bit. And Harry Shelton's able to catch up with that one for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher,
Looked decent off the
number
bat,
8.
but hung up there, and Shelton was able to chase it down. Here's Warden Campbell, 1 for 3 on the day. This one's up the middle through Quash Ward's legs, and that's a 1-out single.
Now batting,
And
the
here's
third baseman,
Randy Rathskeller, the man
number
himself.
14.
Saved a run with his play at third. He's got himself a 2-0 count against his former teammate Quash Ward. He puts a charge in this one into right, but it's going to die in front of the warning track. Titus Saxton makes the catch, put 2 away.
Now batting, the
Brings up Rick
designated
Maniac.
hitter,
Last chance for the Skulls here in the top of the 9th to try and extend their lead, get a bit of insurance. Two and 1 the count to Rick Maniac. He's 1 for 4 on the day. 3-1. This one's going to be foul behind home plate. Runner is going. This is a slow roller to second. Murph Kelly's up with it. In time at first, round number 3. Ball players need 1 for extras, 2 to win. They've got 5, 6, and 7 due up here. Mickey Dillon Jr. back up on the mound. A tense Toby Barker. Do they have any other? No, Barker will hit here. Surprised this isn't the person that the AI brought in for Titus Saxton. 0-2 count here. And this is hit softly, and Banjo Hackett can't track it, and that's down. Leadoff runner aboard for the ball players. Tie and run at first. Titus Saxton here, representing the winning run. 1 swing baseball. Two 2-0 to count to Titus Saxton. Big swing and a miss there on a pitch that was pretty much a meatball. This one's popped up into left center. Back goes to Dinklage, and he's got that for out number 1. Here's Nathan Tucker. He's 1 for 4 with a double. pressure all the way up at 3 notches here in the bottom of the 9th with a runner aboard. All players looking for their second comeback from behind victory this week. Did it to the Cyclones last night, looking to do it to the Skulls here. 1-2 the count here to Nathan Tucker. Swings at that one back to Mickey Dillon Jr. This could be a Dragon special, and it is! Dragon specialty in the game, and the Skulls of Rock survive! Skulls of Rock get their second win on the season in a 7-6 nail-biter over the Ball Players. The comeback falls just short. Let's see. Banjo Hackett, the only Skull without a hit. 4 hits for Dinklage Morgoon. I didn't have a home run, so clear didn't have a triple. I don't know if he ever got a double or not. Ding Dong, 1 for 5. Yellow with multiple hits, as well as Dakota, Campbell, and Raskiller. No home runs for the Skulls in this one. 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. 4 homer runs. Titus Saxon as well, hitless. In 2 plate appearances. Terry Thunder as well. Home runs by Kelly, tying the league lead at 4. Matthias Black also had a 3-run shot, but the effort came up just a bit short. Bruce Hotmike ends up getting the win, throwing 5 1/3, 5 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Mickey Dillon Jr. with the 5-out save. Ron Dozier getting beat up quite a bit. His defense didn't do him any favors. Walker bounced back after a rough start to her relief inning, and Quash Ward with a decent outing in relief. Dinklage Morgoon, 4 for 4. Your MVP of the game, followed by Murph Kelly and Barack Yellow. Don't go anywhere. Game of the night. Dragons Knights for control of the... What division is that? The Heroic Division. Dragons have it technically right now with the win last night. But Knights could take it right back with a victory over them, so we will be right back. right, guys, we're in for a fun one tonight. Knights Dragons for division lead. We've got Hannah Bradley. We've got Leonard Northwest. We're in Lafayette Corner at night, one of the best aesthetic stadiums in SMB 3. Get ready for a good one, folks.
Center fielder, number 26.
Where did chat go? There it is. This one is popped into the stands. 1-2 count to Alex Hatman. Broken bat, and it's going to find the screen. This one's popped up as well. Can anyone catch up to it? No, that one falls. So Hatman getting away with a couple there, but strikes out looking.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
Here's Shaz Leathers. Shaz Leathers puts a charge of it. Diving stop by Esposito. In time at first, round number 2. Great play by Esposito.
The designated hitter, number 21.
And here's Dave Sacred. Knights coming off the 14-2 loss, I think it was, to the Gauchos last week. It was rough all the way around. Dragons coming off the big win over the Lumberjacks, and strike 3 for Dave Sacred. Hannah Bradley picking up right where she left off. Getting 2 strikeouts in the first inning of work.
The right fielder, number 14.
Here's Debbie Sawyer, leadoff batter. She falls behind 0-2 to Ben Tojam. Lets that one go 1-2. But swing and a miss, and she goes down.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 15.
Here's Esposito. Big swing and a miss there. Fouls that one off. 0-2 to Esposito. And a swing and a miss there. Tojam has back-to-back strikeouts.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
And here's Do Something Von Crum. Looking to make sure Tojam doesn't strike out the side. And Do Something Von Crum will draw a walk.
Now
A
batting,
2-out walk to bring up Sponge Cooper.
number 99.
Sponge Cooper was one of the top hitters in the league, has cooled off over the last couple of games. Looking to turn things back on for his team here, extend this first inning in a huge divisional matchup. Harry Von Crum's running, and just beats the tag. I thought he was dead to rights. But in scoring position now is Von Crum. Sponge Cooper looking to capitalize off of that. Good speed on Von Crum, could score off a base hit. But swing and a miss from Cooper! Not all in a row, but Tojam does strike out the side, and we go to the second inning in a scoreless game.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here's Haley Angelis to lead off the second inning. 1-2 the count to Angelis. This is hit well, and that's by the second baseman, Sponge Cooper, into outfield. That's going to be a leadoff single for Haley Angelis.
Now batting, the catcher.
Brings up Vinny
number
Bates.
13.
First base runner of the night for the Knights. This one's hit right to Sponge Cooper. This is a tailor-made Dragon special. Easy 4-6-3 double play.
The right
And that brings us to Levi Booth. A new acquisition from the Knights, playing in his second game. Coming over from the Gauchos, and he's found himself a 2-out single through the right side of the infield.
Now batting, the
That brings up second baseman Andy
number
Gibbon.
2.
Let me bring up the stats for these two teams. Go away, ball players and skulls, and give me Dragons. And Andy Gibbon puts a charge into this one. Back it goes, and gone! Into the second deck goes Andy Gibbon, and puts the Knights up early 2-0. Andy Gibbon with a no-doubter. The first earned runs off of Hannah Bradley this season. Puts the Knights ahead in this one 2-0. Andy Gibbon's third home run of the season. So he's right up there in the mix for the home run lead. Only one behind, a liner to center. Sickley is able to catch that for out number 3, but the Knights strike first with the 2-run shot from Gibbon. We go to the bottom of the second. 5, 6, 7 do up for the Dragons.
The designated hitter, number 82.
How has Bintogium not locked in after striking out the side? I guess it's the walk, but still, how? A quick 3-0 count to Freishak. Ooh, that one finds the outside corner. But that one misses, and that it will end up being a leadoff walk for Freishak.
The center fielder.
Freishak is only his second walk of the season. He's got lots of speed. At first, here comes Libby Sickley. Sickley is up there in the league RBI race. She's got 9 so far in the season. And not including yesterday. I know she had a few yesterday. I think she had at least 3. Two and two the count to Sickley, and this is going to be a bomber special into left. And Freishak's headed for third, and we'll get there. Oh, mishandled the throw anyway. Runners at the corners here for the Dragons in the bottom of the second. Nobody out, and here's Vanessa Marzo.
28.
Ooh, strike one called on the outside corner. Another strike called on the top inside corner. And a swing and a miss. 3 pitches, all is needed to retire Marzo.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And that brings up Gary Starr. Told you I'm really worried about these runners. Lots of speed on the bases. But the Dragon special is in play to get out of the inning without giving up any runs. 2-1 the count here to Gary Starr. 3-1. Oh, way in front of that one. Full count now. And he lays off of that, and that will be a walk to load the bases for Steven Diaz.
Fielder.
Steven Diaz, I know, had a really good game against the Lumberjacks last night. He's going to sky this one into center. It's not going to be a hit, but it will be deep enough to let the runner from third tag. And the runner from second will tag as well, so that makes it a 2-1 ball game. Runners back on the corners here for Debbie Sawyer.
Fielder.
A base hit ties this one up.
14.
Oh, almost had it, but that one cut in front, just inside of the bag at third. Runners going. Oh, a bad throw into center. Runner's going to head home. Alex Hatman with no arm, and it's a tie ball game. Vinny Bates with an errant throw cost the Knights dearly and allows the game to be tied at 2. Runner in scoring position at second now. Full count here to Debbie Sawyer. She fouls that one off. And she'll draw a walk after checking her swing, which brings up Esposito.
The third baseman.
He was a strikeout victim in the first inning.
15.
Dragons really working toe jam here, up to 46 pitches here in the bottom of the second. 2-1 the count here to Esposito. Connects with that one into center. Alex Hatman with a diving catch for out number 3. A great play by Hatman saves a run from scoring, and it remains a tie ball game heading into the third inning.
Batting, the third baseman, number 20.
This game has delivered already, and we're only 2 innings through it. We're at a 2-2 ball game heading into the third. Here's Kenya Wiest, another one of those acquisitions for the Knights coming over from the Gauchos. And that's a strikeout to start the third inning for Bradley.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 26.
3 Ks already on the union for Hannah Bradley. This one's grounded, a great diving stop by Von Crum, and Bradley's able to just get there in time for to cover to get the speedy Hatman out for out number 2. Close play there at first. Lots of speed at Hatman, but Bradley able to cover just in the nick of time. 3-0 count to Shaz Leathers. He finds his own off a curveball, but loses him off another one, and that's going to be a walk, 2-out walk for him, which brings up Dave Sacred, who's got contact versus right-handed pitchers. Didn't help him the first time up. He's 0 for 1. Fouls that one off. 1-1 the count here to Sacred. Runner is going. The throw is going to be not in time. Leather steals second. This one's hit hard, but straight to Esposito. The throw with plenty of time at first for out number 3. To the bottom of the third we go. Von Crum, Cooper, and Freishek do it for the Dragons. Looking to take their first lead on the evening. Von Crum walked his last time up. Quick 2-0 count to Von Crum. 3-0. That's a 4-pitch walk to Von Crum, his second walk of the evening. His 8th walk of the season.
Baseman, number 99.
Don't worry about Dante Smalls. He sucks this season. Don't worry. Sponge Cooper here with a 2-1 count. Fouls that one off into his dugout, 2-2. Swing and a miss! And Cooper is retired via the strikeout for the second time today.
The designated hitter, number 82.
That brings up Will Freishek.
Steve Wright.
2-1 the count here. 3-1. 5 walks on the evening for Toe Jam. Oh, just found the zone there to prevent his 6th, but gives it up anyway. Not a great night for Toe Jam after registering 3 strikeouts in the first. Has struggled since, has 2 runners on, only 1 out here for Libby Sickley. A chance for her to pad her RBI total on the season. And that's going to be up the middle, base hit. Runner's going to head for third. Going home, the throw from Hatman is going to one skip off the mound, not in time. And the Dragons take the lead. An RBI single from Libby Sickley. 3-2 Dragons. First strike called on the top outside corner. Sickley gets chopped on that one. Doesn't get past home plate very much, and that's out number 2. Brings up Gary Starr. Still 2 on, 2 out. Takes a first pitch strike on the bottom inside corner. That one's in there. 1-2 the count to Starr. Swing and a miss! Toe Jam gets out of the jam, but does lose the lead. It's 3-2 in favor of the Dragons heading into the 4th.
The left fielder, number 17.
Haley Angeles first pitch swinging lifts this one into left center. Libby Sickley is there for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher.
Brings up Vinny
number
Bates.
13.
Bates has a 2-1 count. He hits this one into right, but a good play by Debbie Sawyer to catch up to that one for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 19.
Really only had to take a couple of steps to catch that one. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Here's Levi Booth, 1 for 1. Takes a pitch on the outside corner. Takes that one, 2-1 the count. It's a slow grounder to Sponge. Up with it in time at first for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Anna Bradley and the Dragons. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 9-1-2 due up for the Dragons, looking to extend their lead.
Number 35.
Toe Jam starting off the 4th inning with 73 pitches. Doubt he'll last much longer. 2-2 the count here to Diaz. Full count now. And that's going to be a walk. The 7th walk of the evening for Toe Jam.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14.
This is a grounder to Toe Jam. Looks like a tailor-made Dragon special. Oh, but the second baseman throws it away into the stands.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 15.
So what was a guaranteed 2 outs The throw goes Aaron into the stands and allows Debbie Sawyer to take second. Runner in score position, only one out here for Stubb. And Stubb Esposito pops this one into center. Alex Hammond under it. And catches it for out number 2. Runner is tagging. Got there in time. Gutsy play there by Sawyer.
Number 89.
Here's Do Something Von Crum. He has walked twice in this one. Yes, that is how Vicky Marshall got hurt last year. Uh-oh. Oh, safe! I thought that was a mistake with how little how little room there is in the backstop in this park, but enough speed on Sawyer, and she is safe, which pushes it to a 4-2 lead. And here comes Dante Smalls in relief of Toe Jam. Couldn't get the last out of the fourth. I really thought that was a mistake. But the third walk for Do Something Von Crum gets credit for the RBI. He's stealing second and will reach fairly easily as that throw from Vinny Bates was in the dirt. Another opportunity for Sponge Cooper with a runner in scoring position. Can he convert this time? 2-2 count here facing Dante Smalls. Breaks his bat, fouling that one off. Swings at the screwball. Dante Smalls can't handle it, but Andy Gibbons able to recover and get the throw in time at first for out number 3. Another run comes home, pushes the lead 4-2 in favor of the Dragons as we head to the 5th inning.
The second baseman, number 2.
So it wasn't Gibbon who made the errant throw. I guess it was a shortstop. It was Rock back. 3-1 count to Andy Gibbon, who had the 2-run home run in the second inning. Full count after fouling that pitch off. Fouls another one off. Hits this one hard. Von Crum can't handle it, and that one's going to be down for a leadoff single.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 33.
And Rock. Okay. Oh, I bet. Okay, maybe it was Gibbon, and he was locked in after the home run, and then he lost it with the errant throw. I don't know. Anyway, runner aboard, nobody out here. 2-1 count to Rock back. 3-1 count. And Bradley laboring a bit in this inning, and that's going to be a walk. So 2 aboard here to start the 4th inning. And here's Kenya Weist. Excuse me, 5th inning. Bradley in a bit of a jam. Cannot find the zone. 2-0 to Kenya Weist. Finds the zone there, but fouls that one off. 2-1 the count. Fouls that one off. 2-2. That was a slow roller to Von Crum. In time at second for 1. And back at time and first for the Dragon special. A huge play there. Turned by Von Crum. And 2 away here. Runner does advance to 3rd. And here's Alex Hatman. Top of the order here. 0 for 2 today. Runner at 3rd. Hard hit, but foul. Makes it a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and Alex Hatman is retired. 2 on, nobody out, and Hannah Bradley gets out of a huge jam to preserve the 4-2 lead.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Will Freishak. He's also walked twice. First pitch swinging, dribbles this one to Shaz Leathers, but Dante Smalls is able to catch up with it and toss it to Leathers in time for out number 1. Here's Libby Sickley, 2 for 2, 2 singles, and an RBI in the day. This one is fouled back off the netting. That screwball misses, 2-1. That one is caught by Kenya Weist for out number 2. Nice backhanded grab there.
The catcher, number
Here's Vanessa Marzo. She had a couple of rough plate appearances. Hasn't looked really well, but this one is not going to get through. Andy Gibbon with a diving stop, and that's in time at first for out number 3. A great play by Andy Gibbon robs her of a base hit, and to the 6th inning we go. Remains a 4-2 game.
now batting.
Shaz Leathers to lead off the inning for the Knights. He's 0 for 1, drew a walk. Bradley up for her 6th inning of work, starting off the inning with 66 pitches. This one's hit hard, but straight at Gary Starr. In time at first for out number 1.
Now batting, the
Up comes
designated
Dave
hitter,
Sacred, 0 for 2 so far in this game.
21.
Dave Sacred hitting 5 for 15 coming into this game, and that's going to be recorded for out number 2, and hitting 0 for 3 today. Going to make that 5 for 18. Brings up Haley Angeles. Takes a strike on the inside corner, make it 1-1. Swings at the curveball, slow roller to third. She's got some speed, but Esposito gets the throw there in time for out number 3. A great throw by Esposito gets the out, and to the bottom of the 6th we go. Gary Starr, Diaz, and Sawyer do it for the Dragons. They're still nursing a 4-2 lead in this one. Dante Smalls so far clean through an inning and a third. Three and 1 the count to Gary Starr. Another strike in there, full count. Fouls that off, protecting the plate. Swing and a miss. That was ball 4, but Dante Smalls fooled him.
Now batting, the left fielder.
First strikeout of the night for Dante Smalls brings up Steven Diaz. Quick 3 balls to Diaz. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring the lineup back to the top, and Debbie Sawyer.
The right fielder, number 14.
Runner is going, and not in time. Diaz with the stolen base. 1-1 count to Debbie Sawyer with a runner in scoring position. Gets jammed on the screwball, pops that over to the first base side. Shaz Leathers under it. Oh, and he drops it. He muffs it. Oh, Shaz Leathers.
Number 15.
Oh, no. What was the name of the pitcher that did that for you last season? Oh, and another throw into the outfield. Vinny Bates having an awful night behind the plate. 2 errant throws has led to 2 runs scoring, and it's another run for the Dragons. It's 5-2, and Stub Esposito hits this one into the gap, and that's going to bring home another run. It's going to be 6-2. A really bad sequence of events there leads to 2 more runs for the Knights, and here's 3 Rock Harry.
89.
Steve Wright.
Big swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count to Von Crum. Takes one low and inside. Fouls that one off. Still 1-2 the count. This one's lofted into right center. Under that is Levi Booth for out number 2.
Now batting.
That's that, and those aren't counted as errors, I don't think, because that would be like 3 errors, because the only error that showed up on the scoreboard is the throw from second that went into the bleachers. So that should honestly be 3 errors on the night for the Knights. 2 of them by Bates. Here's Sponge Cooper, 0 for 3 tonight. Having a really rough couple of weeks, but he will draw a walk there to put runners at first and second for Will Freishak.
Designated hitter, number 82.
Freishak having a great sophomore season. And he continues it. This one's hit deep to left center, and it's gone! A 3-run shot by Will Freishak. His 3rd straight game with a 3-run home run, and it makes it 10-2 Dragons. Will Freishak loves the 3-run shot. 3 straight games with 1. Oh, it's only 9-2. I could count. 5 runs come across for the Dragons in the bottom of the 6th. They take a 9-2 lead going into the 7th. Vinny Bates is tense. Hannah Bradley is locked in.
The right. That's inside. Nope, that's high.
A 2-1 count to Bates. That's swung on, grounded to Esposito. In time at first for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 19.
Up comes Levi Booth, 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch swinging, pops that one behind home plate into the stands.
Steve Wright.
1-2 the count to Booth.
Nope, right.
2-2 now.
Nope, that's inside.
Just misses there, full count. Swing and a miss! And Levi Booth is retired.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And here's Andy Gibbon.
number 2.
In the Thornton and Hannah Bradley side, half of the hits she's given up has been to this man and is responsible for both earned runs. And has another one. Andy Gibbon, 3 for 3. One of the lone people on the Knights who can figure out Hannah Bradley.
Number 33.
Here's Rock back.
The right.
He takes a first pitch strike. And Rockback puts a charge in this one. Back it goes and gone! A 2-run shot by Rockback makes it a 9-4 game. 459 to center field. That was a shot.
Now batting, the third baseman. Now pitching.
And that's going to do it for Bradley. Could not get the last out of the 7th. Brings in Arms Melee to chew up a few more outs here. Quick 0-2 count here to Kenya Weist. Fouls off another. Did Shaz Leathers drop what would have been the 3rd out and would have ended the inning? This one's a slow roller over to short. Gary Starr up with it and in time for out number 3. Knights get another 2-run shot, make it 9-4 as we head into the bottom of the 7th. Marzo, Starr, and Diaz up here. Marzo 0 for 3 in this one.
Number 28.
I think the lone Dragon who hasn't reached base tonight.
That's high.
Oh, there's only 1 out. Okay, so it would have been the 2nd out. But still, that led to a lot of bad things.
That's down. Nope, ball 4.
That's going to be a leadoff walk, so she reaches for the first time tonight. That's going to bring up Gary Starr.
Shortstop. Number 6.
Dante Small's tense, even though he's given up no earned runs.
Steve Wright. The right.
1-2 the count to Gary Starr.
Ball inside.
Evens the count out there. And strike 3 called right down the pipe.
Now batting,
A little bit low, but still right down the pipe.
fielder.
No, Daquan did not play for the Skulls tonight. We were going to make the trade after tonight since it was made so late. And Josh, before the game started, said to use the lineup he had submitted for a game a couple weeks ago or last week or something, so he did not play. We will make that trade
Steve Wright.
after tonight's games.
Nope, that's high.
Couple of quick strikeouts. Has 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. This is a slow roller. Andy Gibbon up with it. In time at first, round number 3. To the 8th inning we go. It's 9-4. Top of the order due up for the Knights. They still trail by 5.
Batting, the center fielder.
Alex Hammond 0 for 3
Number
intense.
26.
Does he have a sombrero? Has he struck out every time? I think he might have, actually.
Nope, high.
I really wish they would put batting Ks on the line. I mean, they put everything else, and there's another strikeout. Hatman's night keeps getting worse.
Batting, the first
And here's
baseman,
Shaz Leathers tense
number
after dropping a surefire pop-up that fell fair that allowed that 5-run inning to continue for the Dragons. Well, what turned it into a 5-run inning. It'd be a very different ball game right now without that padding. Swing and a miss there. Full count to Shaz Leathers. Swing and a miss, and he is retired.
Now batting,
And here's Dave Sager. This top of the order for the Knights is not getting it done tonight. Big swing and a miss there. 0-2 to Sacred. Doesn't chase. But chases there and misses, and that's a strikeout of the side for Arms Melee. Bottom of the 8th we go. 2-3-4. Do it for the Dragons. Looking to pad their lead here.
Number 15.
Dante Smalls back out at 60 pitches, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Esposito. And here's Von Crum, has walked 3 times tonight. So it's not exactly, I didn't jinx you, but it isn't the worst Dante Smalls has looked this season. So somewhere in the middle. You have a question for me or someone in chat, Lacers? And Von Crum connects with one up the middle. That's going to be a single, and the runner's headed for third, and that might be a mistake. The first mistake the Dragons have made really all night. Being a bit aggressive, have been aggressive all night on the base pass, and that's the first time it's really blown up on them. Good play by Hatman in center to get the out at third. Oh, and Sponge Cooper puts a line into that one. Back goes Alex Hatman over his head. That one's down. Runner's headed for third. Will stay there. Oh, thought about it, but thought better of it. So, oh boy, and here's the 3-run machine himself, Freishak. A chance for another one. Oh, 1-2 count to Freishak. Swung on, infield in. That was a slow roller. They go for the out at first. That's going to be an RBI for Freishak. Might have had a chance to get the runner at home, but it was a slow roller, and they opted for the play at first. Makes it 10-4 with a runner at third here for Libby Sickley. A 6-run lead now for the Dragons. Another double-digit game for the Dragons as they are looking like a serious threat in the epic, and that's going to be a rung-up for Libby Sickley. We head into the 9th, the last chance for the Knights. They trail by 6. Heart of the order due up for them. Haley Angelis 1 for 3. Arms Melee locked in, 1 1/3 in relief, 3 strikeouts. 2-1 to Angelis. 2 apiece now. This is popped up just in front of home plate. Marzo is there. And she makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Vinny Bates, who's had a really bad night. 0 for 3. Has made a couple of throwing errors from behind the plate. Hard hit, but Von Crum makes the scoop and takes it himself for out number 2. Here's Levi Booth, the last chance for the Knights in this one. 1-1 the count to Booth. 1-2 now. Ooh, just miss on the curveball. I thought he got him. Swing and a miss. He got him anyway. And the Dragons, with another double-digit display, take a commanding lead in the division. 10-4 over the Knights, and only have 7 hits. I didn't even notice that throughout the... Oh, they did have 3 hours. Those did count. I'm paying attention. Only 7 hits, but scored 10 runs. 11 walks and 10 strike... What? 11 walks and 10 strikeouts. All right, we'll get to that in a minute here. 9 strikeouts for the Knights. Golly. 6 hits for the Knights, 3 of them by Mr. Gibbon. 1 by Booth, Angelis, and then Rock back. 2 home runs. Sombrero for Hatman, and a pair of strikeouts for Sacred and Booth. Let's see, no hits for Sawyer, but she did score 2 runs. Esposito 2 for 5. Another home run for Freishak. That's 3, so he's pretty close. He's just a hit, one behind the pace. Four RBIs for him. So the strikeouts, Sombrero for Gary Starr. Strikeouts scattered around, and 1 and 2 for Cooper. Toe Jam with the loss. Only 4 earned runs on the night for the Knights. Just a lot of errors and bad play. 8 walks for him. That's brutal. Dante Smalls gets pegged with 1 earned run through 3 2/3, 5 hits. And Idleship gets the last 2 outs. Anna Bradley with a decent outing. Just lost the quality start with that second 2-run shot. 4 earned through 6 2/3. Wait, is it 4 or less? That might still be a quality start. 6 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs, and Melee with an immaculate outing. No base runners given up and 4 strikeouts. Struck out 4 of the 7 batters he faced. Well, Freishak is your MVP. Gibbon and Rockback are your second and third for some reason. And that will do it for day 2 of week 5. We've got a big night tomorrow. Fizak will be on the call. And we will see you all then. Goodbye.